Okay, there was a pregnant pause there. I'll try delete that one out. And then he went on to the pointings out of accused number one, and he said he denied that he is the one that put together this confession. He was forced to sign it. And Gininda said that could not be true because all this information that is on the confession, only he would know about it. And it collaborates with the crime scene and the eyewitnesses that were in the house. It could have been reconstructed by you. Let's go on. But on the 5th of May 2020, the date was incorrect. It's written on the 4th of May 2020, when in fact the pointings out were done on the 5th of May 2020. But the correct date is also stated at the bottom of the page, which states 5th of May 2020. I mean, come on. We all know how you could cut out and then place right on top of the page and photocopy that. Just make sure that there is no marking that shows. I mean, we've been at school before, right? You know, mother's signatures or parents' signature. Anyways, let me not incriminate myself on some of the things I used to do in high school. I think all of us are guilty of this. But anyways, no, I never did it. I'm because my school, they always followed up. There used to be this thing called parents meetings, and they will take out all the what do you call this, documents with my parents' signature on, for them to confirm if indeed they signed this. Yeah, they took fraud very seriously. But I've heard stories of other people forging their parents' signatures. That's all I'm saying. Let's go on to say this. We continue with the pointings out. He says, yeah, the dates are correct. And then going through the confession, the content of the confession, and he says, Muzi said, he does not recall the month, but recalls the year of 2014 when this incident happened. They first had a meeting at Basutu, decided then to walk to KHUMALO house. He says it was on Wednesday when they got a call from Marco, who said he will come to see him. You don't remember the month of the incident, but you remember the day you got a call from Marco? He said, we have a job to do, and this is to delete someone. And then he wants to know who this person, and he said, this is Marco saying, it is Senzo Meiwa. They then decide to meet at some point on a Saturday, the day of the incident. But the docket at the time, it looked as though it was a robbery went wrong when they first initially investigated. This is Gininda saying that. And then I keep asking, then upon realizing that Kelly Khumalo, from the so-called reliable witness, the perpetrator, why didn't you arrest Kelly Khumalo? She's the commissioner, allegedly, right? We went on to the old man and paid 50 rand for checking. We agreed to meet again on Saturday on the day of the incident. This is the confession, by the way. And then he continues to say, this corroborates with Zwane's statement that they came to him. He's not sure how many there were. And then he gave them herbal stuff to use to cleanse themselves because they were looking for a job, according to him. This according to Zwane. This is another proof that it was only known to him and not the investigators. This also showed by the pointings out with Colonel Hadebe. I was asked if I wanted to come in with them. This is accused number one telling in his statement or in confession that he was asked if he would like to come inside to commit this crime, and he said no, he prefers to stand outside. The same outside that Longo Twala gone past him. What kind of a, what do you call these people? The one that watched out for people going in and out. The watcher. And then Marco and Makimbe went in, and then I heard 3 gunshots, and people ran in all different directions. You're outside though. Okay, it's a story that's being relayed by Marco. And then they ran to the car. He says they ran to the car after the 3 shots. The eyewitnesses say 3 shots, but the ballistic results say there were only 2 shots. We knew of accused number 2 and 1, but we did not know of accused number 3, 4, and 5. This is Gininda saying. But accused number 1 is the one that revealed all 5 of them. They say that Senzo was resisting, fighting, and he got shot. So that means Marco was retelling the story of what happened inside to accused number 1. That, yeah, when they asked for money and cell phone, Senzo refused with the cell phone, and as a result, Marco pulled out the gun and shot him. And then the docket states that there was a scuffle between Senzo and the shooter. So that's what the docket says. And then I'm still asking a question. Nkabis who only shoot one person and leave eyewitnesses behind, I do not know that. I have not come across a report on the news where Nkabis left eyewitnesses. Why is KHUMALO still not arrested is another question I'm asking. Only a person who was in the house that would know who ran where in the house when the gunshots went off. Which is true. I agree with that. But the eyewitnesses saying this story, you can reconstruct it in a false confession and say it was the accused number 1 who wrote that or said that. And then we got back to my place in Basuto after committing the deleting. And on our way home, I was dropped off at a nearby freeway, not far from the hostel, Basuto hostel. And I was dropped off under the street lights. Again, Zungu did not say that. Zungu said they left for a few minutes or whatever time they left. They came back and they celebrated with a bottle of Jameson. And Senzo's name was also mentioned. He did not put 2 and 2 together. He only found out around 3 in the morning on Facebook that Senzo Meiwa had been shot. And this is when he put 2 and 2 together. Like, oh, I was actually with the deleters. Now, why are we seeing Musa Sibia being dropped off under a street light near Basuto Hostel in the freeway? I'm afraid. I know, Dodo. And pointing out, I pointed out the house where the incident happened, and then Gininda says, yeah, I did an inspector, local, what do you call that? Going to check this for himself. He confirms that indeed he's seen that street, he's seen the hostel, he's seen the street pole, all that nonsense that he was saying in his testimony. And then Mr. Baloy wants to know if he does believe that this is a true confession. And he says, yeah, it is a true confession. It's a true confession. Then Baloy informs Mr. Gininda as well as the court that he's about to move to the confession of accused number 2. However, he and his colleagues agreed that the matter should adjourn for today and they will return on Monday. Judge Rata then confirmed with the defense and said yes, and then he adjourned the matter until Monday morning. That is where we at right now. Yeah. I don't know. What are your thoughts? There's a lot that doesn't sound right to me. You know, when you cook a story and you don't have logic yourself. You know, I don't know. Somebody said something about speaking articulately, but when it's time to use your noggin, is not make sure. This is exactly what we're experiencing here in this matter of Senzo Meiwa, unfortunately. Anyways, guys, please let me know what are your thoughts. I am still having problems with my comment section. Please be patient with me. I promise I am going to respond when I do or do self-appointed expert comment, which I think I'm going to do tomorrow morning. And then we're going to go live on Sunday. And we need to talk about this, guys. On Sunday, we're going to talk about it. And I'm also going to leave a link. Please come through. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk. Let's make sense of all of this. I know we always do, but this Gininda doesn't understand. Well, anyways, let's leave it there. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you like this family, this is how we do it. We rub our two IQs together and spark our own opinions, because we're not lawyers, legal expert, judges, and all of that stuff. We just use our brains to make sense of what we are hearing in that courtroom, and it doesn't sound good. It doesn't sound good at all. See you next time. Goodbye.